Hello everyone, I'm Christine. This is Christine Sews a Lot, and today is my stop on the vlogging tour for hashtag Selfless Sew April 2023. We're midway in the month. I'm sure you've heard a lot about this challenge. I'm going to be putting up some screens with information on how to enter, and I'm going to link the videos below from our hosts, Claire from Stitch Hem Sew, Crystal for my social thread, and Sew for Serenity, the lovely Adele. So let's get into the inspiration of what I'm going to be sewing for Selfless Sew April 23. Now, inspiration, or I should say projects, have been flying at me. It's like I drove through with my windows open and people were just throwing them in the windows as I went through town. I have two bonus sews that I'm definitely sewing for Selfless Sew April, and these are mending / repair projects. So for Grandma Lois, who's in assisted living, I am going to be hemming her shower curtain. It's a little too long. She said it was okay for me to do it with the sewing machine, and I'm going to be doing this for her, and I'll be happy to do it. I'm seeing her Wednesday, which will be the day you're viewing this, so this is going to be first on my list. The next bonus item that I got that wasn't in my plans was today I went to pick up my niece to drive her to Savannah back to college, and my father tossed a pair of pants my way. So these have come undone at the hem and just need to be hemmed. Now I know there's a saying, yes, I sew, I will not hem your pants, but that does not apply to parents. So I will very cheerfully repair these for him. This is going to be a hand sewing project, and I'm going to save this for some time when I'm sitting down with Charlie in front of the television. Now on to my planned makes. I had several things in mind for Selfless Sew April, and one of them was for my granddaughter. She's not quite 2, and she is so into flamingos. The kids said she had plenty of pants and could use some dresses, so look what I have. I got some really cute flamingo fabric from 5/8 seams. We've got this one and this one. And I plan on making 2 patterns from Violet Field Threads. I plan on sewing the Pixie and on Certiphoto. I have sewn this before for my cousin's little girl, and I want to give it another try in a smaller size. I'm auditioning a couple of patterns for Project Dress a Girl that'll be coming up in September, hosted by Maddie of Maddie Sews, and part of that project is to sew dresses without any closure other than a tie, so no buttons, snaps, zips. And these 2 patterns I picked out fit the bill perfectly. So in addition to the Pixie dress, I want to sew the Audrey dress. I've had this pattern for quite some time and just haven't sewn it up yet, and so now is the time. Baby girl would get 2 new dresses, and I get the chance to audition the pattern and see if it's one that would be good for Project Dress a Girl. My next planned make is for my goddaughter. She graduated from college a few years ago, and she had a definite idea of what she would like for me to sew as I recreate the look. The perfect pattern is the Atlas top by Stitch Witch. A couple of the women at work have sewn this pattern before, really liked it, got along well with it, and I think it's exactly the style that Jess is looking for. I plan on sewing it in this dark green linen. I ordered this from the fabric store several years ago. It's a very nice linen. I think it'll be very comfortable in the summer for her, and more importantly, I think it'll fit her style. She likes to wear kind of colors in nature, so more of the earth tones, and she was wearing a sweater this color Easter Sunday, so I think it'll be perfect. Next, I really want to sew something for one of my favorite people on earth, and that's my husband. I am going to attempt to make man yoga pants or yoga shorts. Charlie does yoga fairly regularly, and right now he's wearing his like B team of his cycling shorts when he goes to yoga. And he had said something like, oh, it's a shame they don't have yoga pants for men. And I was like, well, they do. So I ordered the Mandex tights from Green Style Creations, the pattern. And then I bought some of their selfless fabric in black. And I am going to make some short length, kind of the same length of a cyclist shorts, yoga pants for him. This is where the challenge comes in for me, and I could really use your help. Charlie wants these to be modest looking. What he likes about the cycle pants is that they're kind of modest in the front, if you know what I mean, and he doesn't want to be showing all his business. And the pattern is not drafted in a way that you would sew in a piece or something for, I don't know, for lack of a better word, I'm going to call it a modesty panel. So if you have sewn anything like this, I would dearly love to get some advice and guidance from you. He really could use these. And I want to stretch myself. I want to make some things different than my usual things that I make. So let me know what you think. I am definitely going to do a mock-up before I cut into the selfless fabric. That's Martin. You can hear him shaking away. Before I cut into the selfless fabric that I bought also from Green Style Creations, I'm going to try it out. I've got some knit that has a pretty bouncy four-way stretch that I'm going to do a mock-up first. So let me know if you've got any experience with this and if you have some tips for me. My final plan sew for Selfless Sew April 2023 is to make another pair of Hudson pants for my oldest grandson. I was showing him different fabric while we were doing a video call, and that little guy has a real sense of what he would like. He asked me, I showed him this fabric and several other fabrics. He asked me, could I sew this fabric with the little Frenchies onto some blue fabric to make a new fabric and then make the pants out of that. He has a definite idea of how he'd like to see this, so I don't want to take the easy way out and just sew the front pant leg in Frenchie and the back pant leg in the blue, or one leg with one fabric and one with the other. So I'm thinking of either two ways, and if you got some ideas of how you think it'll come off looking the best, hit me up below. I do know that Adam from Adam Sews had done a video very early on in his channel where he had not quite enough of some nice fabric, and he sewed it together with another piece of fabric, and then he cut out his pattern. So I'm really thinking of going that way. I want to make sure that these are comfortable for him to wear, and I want to make sure that if I am sewing it with an interesting style line, that it matches from one leg to the other. So I could either retrace the pattern and add seam allowance, or I could treat it as one. Let me know what you think would be the best outcome. And easy should not be underrated, because I'm looking at my pile over here. I have a lot of selfless sewing planned right at a time when I'm very eager to sew my own capsule wardrobe. I'd love to know what everybody's making. Leave it in the comments section below, and leave us your Instagram handle if you're entering the challenge so we can all check out what you're making. Be sure to check out the other inspirational vlogger videos, and this is what YouTube thinks you'd like to watch next.